This lesson is going to go over how to interpret graphs. So we've got the description up here. It says, well, first it says use the graph to answer the questions, but then it says the graph shows how far Lisa can drive depending on the number of gallons of gasoline in the car's tank. So here's her graph. We've got a title at the top, miles and gallons, and then they've also labeled the y-axis, and they've labeled the x-axis. And then they've also plotted the points. So first it says, what is the title of the graph? Titles are always at the top. So in this one, it would be miles and gallons. And titles are always capitalized. What is the title of the horizontal axis? And then I tossed this over here in case you don't know the difference between horizontal and vertical. Horizontal is the one on the bottom, so it's the x-axis. And it says gallons of gasoline, all capital. What do the numbers along the horizontal axis represent? So if you look at these numbers right here, they've got 1 through 6 listed. And obviously those numbers are going to represent whatever the title says. So the numbers 1 through 6 represent how many gallons of gas are used. And this part does not have to be capitalized because it's not a title, you're just answering the question. What is the title of the vertical axis? Vertical is up and down, so number of miles. And then what do the numbers mean? So on the y-axis, they're labeled in increments of 15. So this one was labeled in increments of 1. This one was labeled in increments of 15, and that's fine. What you can't do is count by like 1 and then count by like 10s all on the same axis. Anywho, so these numbers, 15 through 165, they're going to represent whatever the title is saying. So the number of miles, in this case, miles driven. Oops. Oh my gosh. There we go. On this page, we're going to actually kind of dig into how to read the graph. So there's still some basic questions. Which axis shows the number of lawns mowed? Look at the titles. Number of lawns is right here, and that's the x-axis. So we're going to label it as such. Is the graph's title lawn mowing or money earned? Well, the title's always at the top, so it looks like the title is lawn mowing. How much money did Thomas make mowing one lawn? Okay, now we're getting into reading the graph. So look at your labels on the axis. Number of lawns is on the bottom. So find where it says one lawn, and then you'll go up to where they plotted their point, which is right here. To find out how much money he earned, you'll just follow it to the other axis. So it looks like he earned $8 per lawn. How many lawns will Thomas have to mow to earn $32? So let's see, $32, dollars is on this axis. It's talking about money over here, so find 32. And then this time we'll follow it over to the other axis. 4 lawns. On Saturday, Thomas was supposed to mow 5 lawns. He ended up mowing 7 lawns. How much more money did he earn? All right, this is a multi-step. Once we get the price of both, we're going to have to subtract. So first we're going to find out how much he would have made if he had only mowed 5 lawns. And that's right here. So he made, or he should have made $40. But instead he worked a little bit extra and mowed 7 lawns. So 7 is not on the graph. The graph ends. It would have been right here if we would have extended it. But what we do know is how much he made per lawn. So if he made $8 mowing a lawn, then to find out how much he made when he mowed 7, we'll do 8 times 7, which is 56. So then we just subtract, and you get 16. So he made $16 extra when he mowed those 2 extra lawns.